Executive Insight. With preparations for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics and Paralympics in full swing, Japan is abuzz with activity. Construction investment by both the public and private sectors has been on an upswing in recent years. But with factors such as the aging and shrinking population, it's expected to eventually decline. In the face of such a future, the construction industry has already started pursuing various strategies. Shimizu Corporation is one of 5 so-called super general contractors of the Japanese construction industry. Private sector construction projects are a major strength, and they have been increasing productivity and reducing labor at construction sites while globalizing their business at the same time. We spoke with the president and director of Shimizu Corporation, Kazuyuki Inoue, and asked him about the future of the company and the construction industry.
What is the company doing to globalize its business?
Currently, we're aiming to raise the proportion of our overseas business to about 10%. At present, overseas sales account for about 5%. By 2030, we want to increase that figure to 25%. In terms of regions, Southeast Asian countries will be central. Japanese construction technologies are extremely advanced. We believe demand will keep growing, and we can sell our technologies in Southeast Asia and developing countries.
Jakarta, Indonesia. With a population of more than 9.5 million, Jakarta is a world-class megacity. In April 2019, the MRTJ North-South Line, an express urban railway, began operations. Cars and motorcycles have been the primary mode of transportation in Jakarta, which has been called the world's most congested city. To address the growing transport demand and chronic road congestion, the Japanese government carried out a so-called package-type railway infrastructure export. Japanese companies involved in subway line construction were contracted to carry out the project, funded by official development assistance.
This is Indonesia's first subway development project, and Japanese quality and safety standards are essential. There were concerns about whether we could carry this out. On site, we keenly felt the high expectations of local people and the excitement about its completion. I felt it was a great place to work.
The work was very demanding, with repeated design changes and accelerated schedules. The requirements were met with impressive results through the underlying strengths of Japanese companies like Shimizu Corporation. Plans are currently underway for the second phase construction of the North-South Line as well as the East-West Line. Overseas business achievements like this project have given Shimizu a foothold towards global expansion. Another cornerstone necessary for Shimizu to continue growing is its non-construction businesses.
We want to take on challenges in new fields related to construction. So, the biggest focus of our non-construction business is investment and development. We invest in properties and sell them to make profits or collect rental income.
Shimizu has been actively engaged in property investment and development, developing properties it acquires and transferring them to companies seeking rental and high-income office buildings. It has built a strong track record in Japan. In recent years, they've opened offices for property investment and development in 3 overseas locations: Singapore, Indonesia, and North America. They plan to expand their property business internationally. One such business is serviced apartments in Jakarta, Indonesia.
This is a serviced apartment that we have been developing.
Cikarang, where they built the serviced apartment, is a section of a large-scale industrial zone with 1,200 companies, including 100 Japanese firms. With strong demand from Japanese employees working at those companies, serviced apartments are one business seen to have strong revenue-generating potential.
Designers from Fujita Kanko and Shimizu collaborated on the detailed design. With everything we do, and as a developer, we provide Japanese quality to our customers.
Their moves toward globalization aren't limited to overseas markets. In recent years, they've actively recruited foreign employees who've breathed new energy into the company.
As a member of this company, I hope to become someone who's considered essential. I want to do my work so that one day my children will be proud. I was initially worried that they wouldn't entrust 100% of the work to someone from overseas, or that I'd be given responsibilities later than people who joined at the same time. But it hasn't been that way at all. I constantly feel their desire to bring in people from foreign countries to create a new working environment. I want to acquire the sales know-how of Shimizu and become a sales rep that can work both in Japan and abroad, while also maintaining my national identity. We believe it's important to create an environment where people with foreign nationality can realize their full potential. Promoting diversity can also energize the company and lead to innovation. We will continue building on that as well.
Are you also actively hiring people with disabilities and promoting greater participation of women?
We are. People can demonstrate their strengths and abilities beyond our limited imagination. So we sincerely hope they will actively participate. This is regardless of age, sex, or a disability. We believe we can expect great things from everyone.
Mr. Inoue spoke about an inclusive society where everyone can work and live freely. To achieve that, he believes the construction industry can create new value.
We have a voice navigation system we're developing with IBM Japan. It's a smartphone app. It uses AI. For example, if a person with a visual disability who goes to a big retail facility wants to eat a certain food, he or she can talk to the app, which will then guide that person there. It can be used by other people as well, such as foreign visitors. You can speak to it in English and it'll respond in English. It can be used by anybody. That's the kind of app we're developing. We're a construction company, so there are many more things we can do, such as building barrier-free and smart cities.
This navigation app wouldn't have been possible without construction expertise. The IBM team was in charge of developing the software, and through joint R&D, we believe we've been able to promote its application in society. Shimizu aims to realize an inclusive society, and we believe Japan can lead the world in accessible cities that can become global role models. We are very dedicated to making this a reality.
Centered on investment in its property development business and enhanced talent utilization and development, Shimizu is on a global trajectory. As it evolves into what it calls a smart innovation company, how will it realize a sustainable and inclusive society?
I don't believe construction work will ever disappear. But the content, the role the construction industry plays, will change. It will not be about simply constructing buildings, dams, and roads. The industry will also play a big role in related areas.
Mr. Inoue says that in addition to property investment and development, they are investing in non-construction businesses to ensure that Shimizu becomes a sustainable company.
Offshore wind energy is one business. It's estimated it will become a market worth tens of billions of dollars. We want to make that an engine of our growth and at the same time expand our renewable energy business. That's our company's plan. We want to focus on offshore wind power and build the business.
Looking at the future of the construction industry and globalization, what are the themes you see?
The world-class technological capabilities of the construction industry in Japan, a country prone to earthquakes, are rooted in earthquake control, isolation, and resistance. We believe we're also advanced in process management capabilities, labor management, and the optimal placement of talent. The government also recognizes the crucial role of the construction industry as it pursues initiatives to export high-quality infrastructure overseas. We want to work together with the government and proactively offer our technological capabilities to build new infrastructure in developing countries.